Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to another video, and today I'm going to be talking about Voxlblade, a Roblox RPG. But more specifically than that, the player base of Voxlblade. Dear Voxlblade players, I have a bone to pick with you. Okay, that kind of sucked. Let's try this again. Dear Voxlblade players, what's wrong? Now the reason I'm asking this is because Voxlblade, for some odd reason, has probably one of the most toxic fan base for a Roblox RPG of this sort. Let me explain. Now, right off the bat, I know you're already thinking, but RG, there's games like Deepwoken, there's games like Arcane Odyssey, where the player base is more toxic, and yeah, I'll give you that. But the thing is, Voxlblade, to my knowledge, has no PvP aspect about it. It's a really chill, laid-back RPG. So you're probably thinking, how can these people be so toxic if they're just not going around arcaying you for no reason? Well, there's a couple reasons, and I'm going to explain them right here. Reason number one, they are greedy. Now, in Voxlblade, there are different special types of enemies, such as magical, legendary, or corrupted, to name a few. These enemies may be more tanky, may do more damage, or both, but they have increased drop chances for certain items that may be hard to come by regularly. The thing is, more times than not, if you and another player is by one of these rare enemies you see that are near you, they will act like you aren't there most of the time. Even if you're running towards it before them, they'll just steal the kill and scram. And you're probably thinking, oh, it's just one enemy, and they probably just didn't see you. Well, first of all, these enemies are rarer, and there's even quests in the game that require you to kill these certain enemies. So, you know, I'm just saying, I don't know how hard it is to just be like aware that other people need the kills. But also, I've had many instances where, for example, there will be like a corrupt slizzard or something that I'm actively really close to. Like I'm like on the prowl, I'm like right there, and some random like 3000 DPS build dude just waltzes over. They won't even acknowledge my existence despite me being right there, and somehow with near perfection will either instant kill the mob before I can even get a hit of credit, or without fail knock it away from me before I can get credit. They'll just like walk away like nothing happened. This gets even worse when you bring up colossal enemies, which get announced in chat. Unlike the other types of special enemies that don't get announced in chat, these ones do get announced in chat, even saying their location, so it'll be like, oh, this thing spawned in the plains. This gives the prime opportunity for everyone in the server to rush over. It's pretty much asking for it. Now the thing is, these enemies are practically like a mini-boss for players with increased HP damage, and with them being bigger, increasing the size of their hitbox, and also that applies to the range of their attacks. It's just like an upscaled version of the enemy, if you really think about it. Now, with them being announced in chat, most people want to try to kill it, as I said. It's kind of giving them like a prime opportunity to. So they'll shoot a message if they're far away saying like, can you folks wait for me? I require some credit so I can reap thy rewards. Or something like that, you know. And even if there's like 4 other people already there, pretty much without fail, one of them will just not acknowledge that person and everybody else waiting, and will just start shredding it. They'll just do their best to shred it, and they'll say nothing, refuse to elaborate, and leave. They'll just walk away, not acknowledge anybody in chat. Now, you may think this is a weird thing to complain about, because, like, I mean, not everyone needs to wait on everyone else, and I agree with that. But the thing is, I don't know how hard it is for people in a game like Voxlblade, which is just a chill, PvP-less, cute little RPG, to just, I don't know, be like aware that people also need things. And for some reason, it's always the people who already have like an insane double enchant, infused build, like their build's pretty much been done, and they'll just go in, you know, just go ham on whatever some other like random level 15 who just wants a few hits of credit, you know. Like, I don't see the big deal about just people wanting credit, especially when, as I said, colossal enemies are announced in chat that pretty much invites everyone to go there. I'm just saying, I personally wait for others, like if they ask if I'm already like the first one there, or even like for like an enemy that's not announced in chat, if I see a guy walking over, I'm gonna wait for him, assuming that he's gonna want to start attacking the enemy too. Now, I don't have a 3000 DPS build, but even then I'll do a couple hits and I'll let the other person get hits, and when I see that I probably did enough for credit, I'll just let them finish it off. I don't know how hard that is for everyone else to do, mainly all these insane builds, but I don't know. There's just, even in a huge like colossal enemy setting where there's a lot of people there, there's always just some random who wants to ruin everyone's day because they're just gotta be selfish and mean. That leads into reason number 2. People in this game are just mean for no reason. Now, I'm not saying everyone. And also, before you say, oh, well, that's a dumb reason, you know, it's Roblox. People are gonna be mean. It's the internet. People are gonna be mean. And normally I wouldn't care, but for a game like this, where there's no actual, like, reason to be, like, mean, just why? Why? That's my question. Because, like, I've talked to, like, some people in this game, and they just come off, like, overly, like, no fun zone, and just, like, rude. And just, like, why? Why this game? Why are you so mad on this game? But yeah, I really just don't get it, man. It just makes no sense. Anyway, that leads into reason number 3, which is kind of just, you know, just like tied up loose ends real quick for my message to Voxlblade players. To add to the greed thing, when there's people actively lined up for boss fights, that's right. Like how I said that there's like special variants of enemies, there's boss fights too. For like Khaki King, who's like a big cactus, and for like Lord Stratos, who's like a big cloud. Like, people have no reason to be this greedy on a boss fight where everyone's there, everyone wants credit. For example, I don't know if I have a clip of it. I might have clipped it, but I was, you know, I only recently started getting back into Voxlblade, and I was progressing on like a new slot to get me like back into the game. And these people were doing Khaki King, so I was like, okay, cool. So we all were on like the podium where you spawn Khaki King. And he spawns in, and I kid you not, within like 3 seconds he's dead because of this guy with his Hex Tentacle build where he just shredded his health within seconds, and like literally no one got credit. And it sucks because Khaki King requires 100 prickly pears, which is not a guaranteed drop from khakis, and if anything you only get like 1 like per. So, you know, for the people who like put the effort of grinding just to like pretty much get the kill stolen, it's kind of stupid and scummy, honestly. If you're having a build where you know you're doing like insane DPS like that, I feel like bro, just do your DPS and then just chill in the back or whatever. Like, everyone else needs like hits. That's why they're doing the boss. At least they want like money. And then besides Khaki King, Lord Stratos, which Lord Stratos, you travel on a sky whale. Like, he's in a completely separate section of the map. You go to like a completely different section that you wouldn't normally go to, and he has like a whole arena, which in theory sounds pretty good because he flies around a lot, and the arena has cannons where you could shoot at him, and they do decent amounts of damage. Now, this sounds all fine and dandy, but the thing is, these cannons aren't like a personal cooldown when you use them. They're like a server-wide cooldown. Now, I think it'd be kind of dumb if they were a personal cooldown, because if everyone could use the same cannon and everyone had their like own separate cooldown and everyone could use the same cannon, Lord Stratos would get shredded with like maybe like half a server of people. He'd get shredded because that's a lot of cannon fire. But the thing is, it's also a good system because that way like newer players who like, you know, really can't get up close and personal, especially because he's like flying, but they can also get credit from the boss is what I'm trying to say. Thing is though, of course, there's always people just hogging the cannons who don't need it. Because it's crazy, because for some reason in all the Lord Strauss, like almost all of them that I've done recently, the people on the cannons most of the time are people who don't need to be on the cannons. They're people who are totally capable of going and not only tanking the boss, but like going in, you know, just brawling it out. But no, they'll just hog the cannons when there's people like me who, you know, I'm like glass, dude. I'm gonna die if I go up there. You know, and there's people who also just want to do the boss fight and they just want credit. But like, I don't know, man. Like why are you so mean? But yeah, anyway, that's the video. That's pretty much it. Just do note, this video is all in good fun. I don't actually like hate the Voxlblade community like that. Just, you know, there's always gonna be like annoying people in every community and just unpleasant people. I just thought I could rant about it in a nice funny way, so I hope you guys enjoyed that. But something I do have to say, most of the Voxlblade players aren't rude. I just want to say that real quick. I know I'm probably already got lengthy comments typed out talking about, oh, everyone in Voxlblade, they actually saved my family from a house fire, so I don't know what you mean by everyone's rude. And yeah, no, they're not. But it's really just like the couple, you know, couple of bad examples that, and it really only takes one insane DPS fist build to just ruin the entire like play session for everyone. But no, yeah, most people in this game are actually, from my experience, that they're pretty nice. So yeah, that's Voxlblade for ya. If you did enjoy me unhingedly ranting about this, do leave a like on the video, as that is greatly appreciated. Please also leave a comment if you have any experiences in Voxlblade of your own, of toxic people and whatnot. I'd love to read them. And please subscribe. Share this video as well to someone who you play with Voxlblade with, you think is mean. Maybe I'll school them with this. I don't know, man. But anyway, yeah, that's the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. And I mean, it kind of sucks because Voxlblade's a cool game, and unfortunately, the first video I make on it is ranting to how terrible the player base is. Rah!